I am very excited to have hosted you, especially in this first episode ever in the year 2022. First of all, Happy New Year, and if you are joining me for the first time, please don't forget that we have different social platforms where we are throwing in some details, some comments, and even the videos in different perspectives and different social lifestyles. If you want to follow me, please make sure you search my YouTube channel, that's Andedo Mark. Watch the videos, comment, like and share. Then go to Facebook account. My Facebook account is just Andedo Mark. You will see all my details there. Then I have a page that you are supposed to follow. A lot of documentaries are there, a lot of posts are there, a lot of comments and there, suggestions, ideas and discussions are there. You can be one of my followers, and I'm very happy the way we are really growing. Recently I was at 200, right now I'm almost heading to 1000. After that, I know this platform is going to be very great in a few days to come. So please, my Facebook page is called Common Sense Isn't Common. If you just search that in Facebook, you will get it there. Email andedomark@yahoo.com. Then another one is jabamaopilo11@gmail.com. You can find me in those social medias. For telephone numbers and everything is in the Facebook. You can get them there so that we connect. Very good. Now, remember, if you are not in our step by step, maybe you must have missed some of the episodes. This is a journey that we started. It's called Tuesday Job Market, Tuesday Class Job Market. It's an episode that comes every Tuesday, and I told you before the reason why I chose on Tuesdays. And then also it's a job market, kind of job, the work dream you're looking for. How are we supposed to get in there? So it's a journey that I wanted us to follow step by step until the time we will be employed, and after employed, how it's supposed to be retained. After retained, how it's supposed to develop ourselves so that we get promotions until the time we'll be retiring. Now, we started by job seeking. After that, we went to the writing of the CV. After that, little format of the CV. Now, I promise that in episode or number 4, we are going to talk about cover letter. What is a cover letter? This is simply a document that accompanies your CV to work search. When you have decided on which job you want, and then you have known what type of application you're supposed to do, because remember in the CV I said we update. CV is just one, yes, but each and every specific job we are applying for has to be edited accordingly, because most of the things employers are looking for are the specific skills for the specific job. After that, after writing the cover letters and all that, after introduction and the interviews, we will be looking at now what are the contract and the job specifications, job disintegrations, and job analysis. We will be looking at those things so that we know these terms, so that as we indulge ourselves into work environment, at least we will be just green. We will be having something in our mind. Today, we are supposed to talk about the cover letter. CV doesn't go alone. Most cases, they tell you to send the CV plus the cover letter. In a manual, or maybe you can talk about local industries, sometimes they insist handwritten cover letter. You never know why somebody insists on handwritten, because nowadays we have computers, we have online and everything, you can type. But employers are also very keen for a person to ask you to have a handwritten cover letter. It means he or she is looking about very finer details, as 1, handwriting, 2, grammar, English. Do you know spellings of some words? Because they know if you type using the computer or the laptop or the iPad or the tablet, we will be autocorrecting, because these systems are put in such a way that they autocorrect even the grammatical error. The whole sentence they can correct for you and plan it, rearranging the words. Like instead of saying I went I go, you know how you plan your words to bring grammatical errors or to edit them. Computers does that. Now some employers, especially these humanitarian organizations, where you are going to maybe to do kind of training, kind of coaching, they might ask you to write handwritten cover letter. Anyway, that's by the way. Today we are generally going to discuss about the cover letter. What is a cover letter? A cover letter is a document that accompanies your CV. It's a cover because it is put on top of your CV so that the employer looks at it before entering your CV. So in short, a cover letter is the same as introduction letter. It's an introduction letter, introductory letter, or maybe a call in, you know, the entrance. It's a gate to your CV. So it means before somebody goes to your CV, this person must have known a little about you. So it is very critical to have a cover letter. Many people say that nowadays, the life of now, you only need a CV and interview and that's all. Cover letter is very, very important because at the rate of unemployment, everybody is seeking for job. So one way by which recruiters try to eliminate several applicants is by looking through your cover letter. So sometimes you might have planned your CV in a way where it's very neat, it's very smart, but by the end of the day, it's not adding up because the employer has just decided this person cannot even introduce himself in a simple such catchy words that can make me go deeper into what? Into the CV. CV is a bit general, cover letter is a bit specific, and cover letter goes deeper, is specific but deeper than the CV. CV is the general skills, general application, education level and everything. But cover letter is specifically for that job, specifically for the skill being looked for by the what? By the employer. So be very keen anytime you are writing a cover letter. It's very simple. Let's work together, and I know by the end of the day we shall have decided and seen a lot of things. Now, I have 20 golden rules that we are supposed to follow as we write a cover letter, and I'm going through them very fast so that because we will have again another episode 2. I found that one of the comments, one of the followers said that sometimes I speak so fast that they're not getting what they want. I can be dividing these episodes into 3 of them or 2 of them so that at least they go slowly. But because some of them, of course, they told me I was teaching my child how to write these things, so going with you was a little bit hectic, and she's a slow learner, so getting was difficult. So I've decided also to break this into 2. So second episode will come, how to format, just like we did on the CV. Today, let's look at the golden rules, general rules on writing a CV, a cover letter, sorry. Number 1, write a new cover letter for each and every job applicant. Don't have one cover letter just like we did on the CV. CV is a bit general, yes, but we updated the CV. You remember? But in the cover letter, every new job, every new letter. We don't update cover letter. Cover letter we write new each and every day. Rule number 2, you can use a copy or a format that you used before or a template that you used before, but remember, it's a new thing. Rule number 3, if you are sure when you are writing a cover letter, we are going to see the format and the stages and the parts of the cover letter. When you are quoting a name of your hire or the manager or the person you are writing to, if you know the name, better use the name. But remember, don't forget the titles. Don't just throw in the name of like Mark. Mr. Mark will do better. Number 4, optional. Sometimes some letters they have headers like re, applying for job, blah blah blah, or ref, applying for job, blah blah. But in most cases nowadays, stop being too much professionals. Not a must. In short, that's why I'm saying optional to have a header. There's a place there after writing to so and so, we have a header there. That header is optional. It's not a must. In fact, not necessary. Have a craft or a catchy opening statement or opening paragraph. Remember, this official letter, we have no issue of greeting people and doing all those sideways and sidebars and everything. No. Here we go direct with the details, meaning that the opening paragraph, we'll be seeing the parts of the CV. The opening paragraph has to be catchy, has to have several words that really could attract the hirer, so that he or she may have more plan or more psych to move to your CV and seek more about you. So have catchy words like, for example, I am excited to have learned the opportunity that exists in your company. I am applying for the position of blah 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 manager and all that. Very good. I am excited. I am happy. I'm enthusiastic. I look forward. Use those catchy words that shows that you are really interested in my company. Don't repeat your resume. Go deeper. I told you cover letter goes deeper to a specific scale. Resume generally. For example, if in your resume you said, I led my school to performing to the first number in our county. I led my school. That's general. Specifically, you are going to say, I introduced a system of maybe weekend classes, evening classes, revisions, clearing our syllabus in early time so that teachers got enough time to revise the student, thus we passed the exam. Now, in short, in cover letter, we are putting in the system that we use to perform. But in the CV, we are just listing our performance. Very good. Number 7, think of what you are to offer the company. Mark you, we will be seeing at the interview, managers ask, now, what is the need of employing you? If the person who is going got an A, was very intelligent and all that, what unique thing are you bringing here? Remember, in my company, for example, real life situation, I own an investment called Goshen Investment. In this Goshen Investment, I have my rules and regulations. A person who comes to work there, I have some 3 employees somewhere. They were to do interview. When they do interview, I will tell them, what unique thing are you going to introduce in my shop that was not there before? So when I advertise for employment or opportunity, it means that I am lacking something. So you have to come in and show me, showcase your talent that is going to bring this thing that I need. So tell me what you're going to offer. Don't ask what the company is going to offer. Very good. Instead of saying, for example, what you're going to offer the company, with me employed in your company, I will introduce a system that will make sure that fee collection is done well, salary is paid at time, blah, 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 blah. What you're going to do in my company. Then highlight the right experience according to the job. Highlight your experience. Don't brag around about a lot of experience, education level, all that. Specific experience for specific job. I was a head teacher. One of the things was I was a good trainer in ABCD. Tell us experience according to that job. That's why every day, new letter, new employment. Then showcase your skills, not education. In cover letter, we are not talking about education. Already we know you are a graduate. Remember, we put it in the CV. So here, you are qualified to apply for this job. You are now applying. I don't care about what you got in the university. No, right now, just showcase your skills. Don't apologize for the experience missed. Some company talk of 5 years experience, 3 years experience. Don't tell me that I worked for 4 years and for the remaining 1 year I was in probation and blah blah blah. That is why I'm not qualified for 5 years. Once you have sat down to be applying for this job, it means that you are qualified. Leave alone the experience you never got. Talk about the experience you got and what you are going to offer. Then throw in little numbers. Most of the interviewers, we are looking for the statistics. Statistics means scientific facts. At least tell me, when I was in that company, in Goshen company, I managed to sell goods worth 70% of income in that company as compared to the previous years where the company or the shop was doing at around 60-50%. That percent itself is giving us an insight that you are really a developer, not just a go-getter. Then consider testimonies. When I sold in that company goods worth 70% of the income, I was recognized and the system that I introduced was adopted by the company and now is being used, leading to very high income in that company. That's a testimony. Then cut the formatting. Don't follow professionalism to the latter. At least to some extent, make sure that you introduce, explore yourself. We don't want you to be cocooned into the system of writing things. Like I told you, it has been the norm of having the re-application for the job, blah, 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 blah. It's not a must. It's not a must to have a title in your cover letter. So that's what I'm saying, that even as you write, please feel free and exercise your rights of expression in your letter. Don't exaggerate. Don't ever talk about yourself. Don't overspeak about your talents and all that. Just talk about the facts, simple and that. Then number 15, write from the company's voice. That's what I was telling you. When you are writing to the letter, you see when we advertised for this vacancy, it means there's something they are lacking. So when you are applying, apply in such a way that you are trying to come to give us a solution. When you are giving us a solution, when you are writing from our point of view, it means that you are really coming to work so that you solve the problem we are undergoing currently. But if you talk from your own experience, you are too much of what you achieved, by the end of the day, I don't know, we want to kick you. That's the simple word I can say. Keep in short and sweet. Don't write too long cover letters. If possible, all these things we will see, fix them within 1 page. Too much cover letter, a lot of writing, verbal diarrhea is not considered, and we just cancel you out. I told you we are not getting job because most of our CVs only spend 6 seconds on the table or in the hand of the employer. After that, it's being thrown away. So to solve this, we are busy people. We have a lot of people to interview. We have a lot of applicants. So we don't spend the whole day on your CV or your cover letter. Make it short and sweet. Then finish strong. Punchline, like you opened, I am excited to be applying for this position in your favorite company. Also the same, finish strong, don't finish weak. Tunasemanga, okay, we normally say, sorry, that's a Kiswahili word. We normally say that the way we started with the spirit, let's finish with the spirit. So don't start with the spirit, then you finish with the body. Now here also, start strong, finish strong. Punchline, for example, I am passionate about joining your company and currently waiting to be invited for the interview. You get that? Don't say, and thank you so much, waiting to hear from you at your soonest. That's fraudish. You know, make it strong and make me know that you are really interested and waiting and eager to join my company. Okay? Say, I would love to bring my experience into your company. I would love to be introduced or to be called for a physical interview where I can express more about that. I am excitedly waiting for that. Okay? Then number 18, edit, format, make sure you are neat, make sure you are smart. If it is font size, follow the font size. I told you generally around the world. Neutrally, we are using the Times Romans, font 12, normal writing, heading or subheading, we can be using 11 to 14 or 14 to 16. That's the heading, but formally we use Times Romans, font 12. Okay? Then please let someone go over yours. Just like writing a book. I'm an author, I've written several books, and I know the best stage is normally to give somebody to read for you. And this somebody, after that, we go to professional editors. So use your brother, use your sister, use your employer, use your friend, at least to go over that. Then ask them, what are you feeling about the letter? Assume he's the employer or she's the employer. What are you to say about my cover letter? Is it okay? Well, then you can try 1, 2, 3 people, then present your letter. Then lastly, observe neatness, observe cleanliness. Some people write the letter, the child came along, rice is there, right there, some coffee poured in that paper, and you only send that paper like that. I'm telling you, my dear, we'll just discard your paper like that and it will go. Observe those neatness. Very good. So with that one, I hope at least we have rough ideas or rough rules on how we are supposed to do what? We are supposed to write a cover letter. Generally, as we summarize, we have 6 key elements of cover letter. 6 key elements. Elements are just like parts of the cover letter, though still we will go over them in the next episode. Number 1, we are going to have your personal information, the date, the employee's details, and then also the salutation. After that, the body, opening paragraph, the second paragraph, the middle paragraph, the finishing paragraph, and then lastly the signing off of that letter. With that, if you have a question, don't hesitate to post there, or you can inbox me directly, and after that, I'm very sure we'll be sharing a lot. Don't forget to cross or to pass. Don't pass any episode, because this is a series I told you. So this is number 4 of the Tuesday class job market. Number 4, part 1. We'll be having number 4, part 2, how to format our CV. God bless you, and I'm so glad you are joining me in this series.